Hi, my name is Christy Holcomb, and this is my take on Module Three's collection policies, self-censorship, and finding quality books for your collection. So, why should you have a collection policy for your library? Well, according to MARTIS in the collection program in schools and ALA's workbook for selection policy writing, a collection policy is there to ensure and fulfill the needs and properly serve the learners of the community, to accurately describe the criteria for the library selection and promote clarity between the users in the library, and to ensure a collection of multiple perspectives and inclusive resources in the library. Overall, Marta said that collection policy should come from a blend of collection-oriented perspective, which is getting a wide variety of materials, formats, and perspectives, as well as the user-centered perspective that the library should be focused on fulfilling the specific needs of the learners in that community. I also read an article on self-censorship in graphic novels titled "They're So Stinking Popular, How Could You Say No?" And what was found in this article is that there is increased self-censorship with graphic novels over time. We all know that graphic novels are becoming increasingly popular in libraries, but graphic novels are also a very highly challenged material due to their visual nature. So some librarians have decided not to include graphic novels in their library, or certain ones, because either they do not find value in them, or, as the librarians who were interviewed in this article, many reported placing graphic novels in a more restricted section, either in their back room, in their office, or on a shelf that is limited by age, because they want to make sure that not all students are getting graphic novels that may have more mature content. So, why is this important? Well, self-censorship is really troubling because this is a decision of censorship that is made quietly, not really reported, and in isolation, but it still represents an ethical infraction on the freedom of speech and the ability of our learners to access materials. We should not engage in self-censorship just to avoid materials that we think could be challenged, because it typically leads to removal of diverse perspectives just because they're less agreed upon by the public. And finally, the last article I looked at was Children's Collection Development, Good Books or Books Kids Like by Todd Kyle. And really it came down to two major topics, and that is books that are based on brand recognition versus quality. Kyle talks about how children are geared to go towards books that rely on media marketing, such as characters from TV shows or movies that they know, like Dora the Explorer. But these books are not high quality. They are usually, in fact, text-laden, so too much text in the book. They have bland illustrations that do not live up to their TV quality. Their characters are pretty low quality, underdeveloped. Their themes and plots are not well thought out. And because of that, just because a child recognizes it and is driven towards it, that does not mean it is a quality book that should be included in the library. So Kyle also talks about what are the quality books and what do they look like. Well, high quality books appeal to all readers, and that's why they should be included. They have well-developed characters, themes, and plots, as well as engaging illustrations, and usually represent diverse perspectives. So overall implications from these articles and resources is that I will definitely consider leaving out books that just focus on brand recognition, such as these books here, and really assess them for quality of whether they should be included in the library or not. Next, I plan on completing a needs assessment for the community of learners that I will have, so that my library will find materials that best meet all their needs. And lastly, I'm going to make sure I consider my personal biases when it comes to graphic novel collections to make sure that I'm not engaging in self-censorship in that way. Finally, these are all the resources I used today. Thank you very much.